Petro here once again. I'm here at this bookstore here in Franklin, Tennessee. Now, this bookstore is, I've been here before. This bookstore is a historic building. This is where Andrew Jackson came after the War of 1812. After he defeated the British Army, he came here with Sam Houston from Texas and Davy Crockett and signed all the checks for all the soldiers that fought in the War of 1812. Signed them right here in this front office. But that's not why I'm here today. I'm here because of 18th President Ulysses S. Grant. Ulysses S. Grant was responsible for pretty much the Civil War and the victory for the U.S. Army in defeating the Confederates. And Ulysses S. Grant, kind of a controversial president because he was involved in some of the first Ponzi schemes and was considered a bit corrupt. He was also a complete drunk and was never good with money. You know, he was good. He was a good general, and he could get an army from here to there really well, and that's what he did. But what a lot of people don't know about Ulysses S. Grant is he wrote his memoirs there at the end of his life, and all about his war stories from the Mexican-American War, which he fought in, to the Civil War, to his presidency. He wrote this book. Now, after the Mexican-American War, Ulysses S. Grant was a really good soldier and general, but he wasn't good with money, and he ended up selling firewood. And then the Civil War broke out, and they brought him back, and he was commanding 27,000 soldiers in the Civil War. He wins the Civil War. He was all over Tennessee, the Battle of Shiloh, and wins the Civil War and becomes the President of the United States of America. And afterwards, he almost went completely broke again and bankrupt. And he got throat cancer, and he was on the verge of dying. And he started writing his memoirs, and he just couldn't get through it. And a lot of people don't know that Mark Twain was good friends with Ulysses S. Grant, and he helped him write the end of his memoirs. And it was only a few days after Ulysses S. Grant finished the book that he passed away, and his family was able to benefit from the money made from the memoirs. But Mark Twain helped him write the 2-volume book that Ulysses S. Grant wrote. And in this bookstore, he has some. He has one copy of the 2 volumes, first edition copy. So let's go check them out. Okay, now here we actually have the memoirs, personal memoirs of U.S. Grant, Volume 1, Volume 2. This is the book that Mark Twain helped President Grant write. And if you look, this is an amazing piece of American literature right here. I suggest anybody go out and try to find this. Now, you're not going to find this edition. This is a very special bookstore. This bookstore has so much history. You got to understand, Andrew Jackson, Sam Houston, Davy Crockett, all standing right over here signing checks. And here is the U.S. Grant memoirs. Mark Twain, here it is. beautiful book here at the bookstore here in Franklin. This is what I will be asking my wife and family for my Father's Day gift, and it is $550 here for this first edition print of Ulysses S Grant's memoirs, helped by Mark Twain. Here it is. You won't find that just anywhere. Okay, that was some great American history right there. I suggest look into it. I study U.S. presidents, their lives, and everything. And right now, I'm on U.S. Grant, Ulysses S. Grant, which the S actually wasn't his name. They called him Sam, but it was a mess up when he went to West Point. Now, Ulysses S. Grant, one of the reasons why he was so successful in the Civil War is because he went to West Point, and almost all the generals on the U.S. Army side and the Confederate Army side went to West Point. So Ulysses S. Grant, he knew all them. They're the ones that gave him the nickname Sam, the S. And Ulysses S. Grant, like he knew these guys. He had punked these guys out before. He was a lot better of a horse rider than any of them, and that was his great thing in battle and war, is he could ride that horse and he could lead armies across all kinds of terrain. And he knew all the other generals, and he knew he could beat them up one-on-one, and they knew it too. So when they knew Grant was coming, they knew they were about to get their butts kicked pretty good. So that's some U.S. history. This bookstore on the backside, these are the original bricks to this store back I think he said 1803. So Andrew Jackson would have walked right by here many times. Probably the old stairs that used to be here went to the back of the building. But I'm Petro. That's U.S. History 101.